Hi, today we're going to talk about how, as women, we can play small in the world. This is a challenge for a lot of us because one of the things that I find is we add this phrase into when we're talking, and that is, I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I'm just a single lady. I'm just a working girl, whatever it might be for you. What do you fill in that blank with? I'm just, and fill in the blank. And I want to encourage you today, and I want to challenge you, that playing small in the world does not work. It does not serve you. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to change that. And so I want to encourage you, where in your life might you be playing small? At your job, in your business, with your family, with your extended family, and even in your community. Because you see, sometimes I think women, we've been taught wrong. We've been taught that playing small is true humility. It's being humble. And we don't want to be proud. When the truth is, you know what? It's okay to be proud. It's okay to like who we are. It's okay to love who we are. And loving who we are is not being proud. Knowing what you're good at and being confident in that is not being proud. That's just being who we are. And so I want to encourage you to look in your life. Where are you playing small? At your job or in your business, you might find that you're playing small when you're afraid to speak up. When you really do have some good ideas and good thoughts, but you're afraid of the reaction. You're playing small when you are afraid of what other people are thinking of you or how they might react to you. You're playing small when you are seeing everything that you're not. You're playing small when you compare yourself to other people. In your business, you're not making as much money, or you're not as well known, or you didn't get that promotion, or you're not making, have the title that somebody else does. And the truth is, if we would just step into our own greatness, step into who we are, loving ourselves, being everything God created us to be, you'll be amazed at what can happen. Because we are amazing. We each have such gifts and talents to bring to the world, but when we downplay them, when we see them as not enough, and especially not good enough, it doesn't serve us. It really puts this damper and really limits who we are. So I want to encourage you to stop playing small, because not only does it not serve you, but it doesn't serve the world. And I want to ask, how might you be playing small in your family? At times when maybe you are afraid to make a decision, or you pass things off, or you see yourself just as a mom. I'm a mom, and I'll tell you what, being a mom is one of the most important things that I do, if not the most important thing, because I don't want to fail at being a mom. And yet, when I play small, when I doubt myself, when I second guess myself, when I overanalyze, that's those times when I'm playing small. Because I'm not trusting my gut, I'm not trusting who I am and everything I bring to the table. I see this a lot in stay-at-home moms because they see themselves as, well, I don't earn a salary, I don't have a title. And can I just flip that for you for a moment? Because if you find that this is you, you're not just a stay-at-home mom. You are the executive director of your household. So I want to encourage you to give yourself a new title. I am the executive director of the Fowler household, the Smith household. Because think about it for a second. You manage a budget, you manage a property, you have schedules to keep, you have appointments to make, you have a to-do list to manage. And not only yours, but everybody else's that is in your household. You bring such value. So please don't limit yourself because you don't earn an income, that you don't get a paycheck, that you don't have a fancy title, or that you don't have an office to go to. We each bring value. So I want to ask you, what value do you bring? If you're struggling finding that in your life, or being able to name that value that you bring, can I encourage you to do some soul searching? Because you bring great value. And I don't want you to miss out on it. I don't want you to ignore it or dismiss it or downplay it. Because we cannot wait for other people in our life to show us our greatness. We can't wait for other people in our life to convince us. We have to believe it in ourselves. I know you might be sitting there saying to yourself, but Christy, you have no idea who's in my life. You have no idea. My parents told me forever that I was worthless. My ex-husband told me that nobody could ever love me and pointed out everything that was wrong with me. I had a boss that only criticized me. And you know what? I'm so sorry that happened. I'm so sorry that those people in your life saw you in a very limited way. But the truth is, when they made those comments to you, it was never about you. All of those are direct reflections of who they are. And so, who are you going to let win? Them and their limiting beliefs and their own insecurities and their own unhealthiness? Are you going to let that be the verdict on your life? Or are you going to allow this to be something that propels you to that next step, that next level in your life? Because only you get to decide. Are you going to believe them? Or are you going to trust your gut and listen to that inner voice that you have that knows that you are great beyond imagination? Please don't listen to those other voices. And you know what? There's going to be days ahead that as you start walking forward and creating this life that you're going to love, you're going to stumble. You're going to have days where you backtrack and go, oh, what was I thinking? You know, I can't do this. I don't know how to develop this side of me. But you know what? You don't have to do it alone. I'm here to help you. There's other people that are in your community and around you to help you. Because I don't want you to stay stuck there. Because it doesn't work. I want you to keep taking that next step. And yep, you might take a couple steps back. And I want you to ask, when you start to spiral, what is this belief? What is this limiting belief? How am I sabotaging myself? What do I need to do different? What is this situation teaching me? Because there's so much to learn. I never want to stop learning. I had a great grandma. She's passed away now, but she lived to 104. And one of the things that I loved about her till her dying day, she would say, I never want to stop learning. I never want to stop learning. And I want you to do the same thing. Not only things in our life, but things about who I am and what I might need to address in my own life to help me keep going forward. Because the truth is, at the end of the day, it is what I choose. And can I just encourage you, please don't buy into the myth, into the lie that, well, when my kids get out of the house, then I'll worry about that. Well, when I get out of debt, I'll worry about that. Well, when I start feeling better about myself, I'll figure that out. You're lying to yourself. You can't wait for that next thing. It starts today. And maybe just little steps about what am I going to start doing to create a life I'm going to love, because it is up to you. And your life doesn't have to be perfect in order to start doing that. The truth is, if you wait for that day, it will never come. And my concern for you will be, you will live a life of regret. And I don't want that for you. Because there does come a day, it's too late. It's too late to change and to live that life that we truly want. And so it starts today. It starts now. Ask yourself, write it down on a piece of paper. How am I playing small in the world? And I encourage you, write it all out and then tear it up. Throw it away. Find those people in your life that will truly support you. Get the resources in your life so that you can keep learning about yourself. And I hope that you find along the way that this is valuable for you. I believe in you. You really can do this. Because life was meant to be abundant. And you really can create the life you are going to love.